fabulous job. Moving on to the next enactment. We've all seen people march or soldiers march in the army, in the movies, in the Republic Day parade. But then there was one march that changed the entire face of Indian history, the Dandi March. It was also known as the Salt Satyagraha, which began on 12th March 1930 and was an important part of the Indian independence movement.
It was a direct action campaign of tax resistance and non-violent protest against the British salt monopoly in colonial India. It also triggered the wider civil disobedience movement. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Dear Indians, I regard the British rule as a curse on us. It has impoverished millions through a system of progressive exploitation and an expensive civil and military administration, which our country can never afford. The British rule has sapped the foundations of our culture, and it degraded us spiritually. Lacking inward strength, we have been reduced to a state bordering on cowardly helplessness and political serfdom. The salt tax law is grossly unfair from the poor man's standpoint, as the independence movement is essentially for the poorest of the land. We will begin civil disobedience against this evil. This salt is from the Indian Ocean. Like air and water, everyone has a right to it. At present, India's self-respect lies in this handful of salt. Now that the ceremonial breach of the salt tax law has been committed, anyone braving the risk of facing prosecution is free to make salt. Let the fist, therefore, holding it be broken, but let there be no voluntary surrender of the salt. Come, let's all take the pledge. We will follow the path of non-violence and fight for our freedom. Jai Hind! Jai Hind!
A huge round of applause for our very own Gandhi in Fern's Habitat. And I think all the kids and the little lady in the sari did a fabulous job as well. Let's give them another round of applause, please. The Salt Satyagraha was the most significant organized challenge to the British authorities